Hi, I'm Robert Chartier, broker and owner of the Chartier Realty Group. We're based downtown San Diego, but we cover all of San Diego County. DRE license 01173785. Just going to go into a little bit about photography today on your home and taking photography and photographs of your property that are going to actually be of significant and substantial value on several different tiers. The main primary tier, obviously, people are 80% visual. I didn't dream this stuff up. This is all in the science books. 80% visual. So the first impact someone has on your home, if they see it on the the MLS or Trulia or MLS, any of the bazillion pickup sites that show, or Redfin, that show your property on the MLS, or taken off the MLS, which is where all of those photos come from. It's important. It's really, really important that people see your property in its absolute most primo light, the absolute best photography that can possibly be taken of your property. It just cannot be overstated. It really can't, because we see in the market all the time, although the photography has improved, it still has a long way to go for most of the properties that we see on the market. The photography that we take is on the same level of the quote-unquote dream home magazines. I personally know all the photographers, every single one that does that photography, and they're using about a $1,500 Canon camera. Most of them shoot with Canons because Canons are very favorable to blue and they tend to like that. Well, I've got a $3,300 Nikon camera right here. It's a Nikon D800E, and I purchased this camera expressly and specifically so I could take those dream home photographs of your property myself. I've also, concurrently with my 30 years in real estate, I've also done photography on most or every other weekend, let's say. I'm out shooting weddings. So, I know what I'm doing with the camera, and I don't want to leave the photographs for your home in anyone else's hands but me, your representative, your broker and agent, Robert Chartier, because I've got to stand behind those photos and make sure that that photography is going to be dead spot on. In most cases, I'm going to take 25 photographs, which is the maximum right now that can be put on the MLS. I am going to strive to find 25 angles of your property. They have to make sense. They can't be there just for the sake of being there. They've all got to make sense, but I try to strive to get 20 photos, and I can typically do this on a 12 to 1600 square foot house pretty easily, to really show and to really showcase your property. It makes a massive difference in how people will perceive your property when they see that first photo pop up that basically looks like a home and gardens photo, because that's how your property is going to look on in the photographs that I put on the MLS. Even if you've never seen a photograph of your home that quite looked like that, when you see me do my thing, it's going to look like that. And that is very important to draw buyers to your property. Right now, it's October 7th, 2012. There are more buyers than sellers in the market right now, and that's a great thing. But that doesn't mean that the most qualified buyers by default are going to be coming and making offers on your property. And you want the most qualified buyers. All sellers, without exception, want the highest qualified buyers to be placing offers on their property. Why? Higher qualified buyers tend to be more solid when they make offers. They tend to stand behind offers. They tend not to back out of the offers. And the higher qualified people tend to be a little higher educated. They tend not to nitpick the property with the home inspection. It's just the way it works in the market. I'm just telling you how it works. Anyone that disagrees with that simply does not have the experience or is being less than honest with you, because that's the truth. That's how it works. So I make sure your property is staged right. I make sure it's clean. Everything is where it should be. So when I do the photography, it's going to look clean. I want your property to look like, and I strive to get every property to look like a model home. This is what brings the offers. It's what brings the quality offers. You know, like I always say, a broken clock is right twice a day, and even a blind squirrel can find a nut now and then. So even a new agent can put a property on the market and with a little dumb luck and a roll of the dice get some offers rolling in. It's not rocket science, but don't you want full top value for your property, or are you just satisfied with getting whatever is offered? I think that's a rhetorical question. Of course you want top dollar for the property. Well, that's when you get an expert like myself with 30 plus years experience that knows how to pull those type of offers in. The market has ample amount of buyers right now, but you don't want the average buyer, you want the higher qualified buyers. You always want the higher qualified. In any market, any home seller wants the higher qualified buyers. Pulling in the higher qualified quality buyers is what we do. We do it on $250,000, $300,000, $400,000 homes. We do the same thing on the the million, $1.5, $3 million homes. It's all about drawing in the quality of buyers that are overqualified for the property that they're putting offers on. And it's a key critical thing between being mediocre and standing out in this business, and we pride ourselves in doing the right thing for our clients. So give me a call if you have any questions, you're ready to list your home, you would like me to come over and give you an honest, sincere, genuine, factual valuation of what your property is really worth. And your property is only going to be worth what the appraiser says it's worth when the buyer comes to buy it. That's how we approach it. So we will know in advance what your property is going to fetch on the market. If you like that price, let us do the rest of what we do, which is put your property on that pedestal at Home and Gardens level quality photography that's going to bring those higher qualified buyers in. Okay? And that's what photography, really good quality photography, does for your property. You'll see most all the agents, 1 million. No, actually, there's some exceptions, but most of the agents, the good ones, at $1 million and on up, are always doing very good quality photography. I know who does their photography for them, and they're very qualified. They do a great job. Well, I do that same level of photography on the homes that are substantially, significantly under $1 million. Again, if you've got a $150,000 condo or a $500,000 property in Rancho Bernardo, the photography is the same level and quality without exception, because it doesn't really matter what you own. Is the most important thing is, what are you getting out of it? Are you getting the maximum offer that you should be getting on your property? And I will guarantee that maximum offer will come in. I don't control the market, but I do know how to attract and market your property to put it again on the highest pedestal to bring those higher buyers in, higher level of buyers in. Anybody that tells you that that is not true, anyone that tells you that that is not factual, and anyone that tells you that there's more to it, the last part is true. There's quite a bit more to it, but that is true and factual. Photography brings the higher quality buyers, good quality Home and Gardens level, Dream Homes level photography. Your home will get that with me every time. I don't do anything but that level of photography. You deserve that, because as my client, you're going to get the top dollar for your property, period. You just will. And I stand behind that. You see me here talking to you. I am the broker. I also will represent you as the agent. Give me a call, 858-273-1861, or you can call me directly on my cell phone. And what a concept. I answer my phone during business hours. 9 times out of 10, I pick the phone up even if I have to put someone else on hold. It's just one of the many ways that you have to do this business. It's a hands-on business. So you can call me directly on my cell. You list your home with me. Anyone that calls on your property is also going to get me directly on my cell at 858-568-6673. And for an agent to answer their phone directly is about 1 in 100. I wish that was different, because it puts a bad light on my industry and my business and profession, but it is what it is, because I'm calling sometimes in 7, 8, 10, 12 properties a day. I may get 1 or 2 agents pick their phone up, maybe. And it just shouldn't be like that for all the obvious reasons. Real estate is a business where it needs that human touch and human voice. It really does. The technology does nothing without that direct interaction. And I know that, and being in the business for 30 years, I understand that. So that's why I answer my phone. If it's the office phone, sometimes you'll get the voicemail on that. But my direct phone, and everybody gets it, I pick it up. 858-568-6673. I look forward to listing your home, getting top dollar for your home, and I look forward to meeting you. Have a great day. Bye-bye.